Purve Gaura Chandra Radhika Tadale Krishna Krishna Bhaktaya Tadavaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Om Vishnupad, Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Ashik Gurus Niti Lila Prashri Gaura Govinda Maharaj, Shri Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, Hare Krishna. So today is very auspicious day, the appearance of Bhagavan Nrsingadev, Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Ramachandra and Bhagavan Nrsingadev. These are all Para Avastha Tattva, like considered topmost manifestation of Godhood. Also, in this very fortunate to get the instructions of Prahlada Maharaj. Srila Govinda Maharaj would say the day before Nrsingadev's appearance, one must worship Prahlada. Why? Prahlada is one of the 12 Mahajans. Swayambhu, Narad, Shambhu, Komara, Kapila, Manu, Prahlada, Janak, Bhismo, Bali, Vasayaka, Vaya. So Prahlada's guru, Narad, also is Mahajan, and Narad's guru, Brahma, is also Mahajan. So if I'm hearing from Mahajan, one becomes Mahajan. At least we cannot become Mahajans, we can become followers of the Mahajans. So this day is very powerful, very auspicious. Some may say, oh, it's very difficult to fast. Maybe some are doubting the benefit. So to encourage us, one question was asked, how Prahlada Maharaj became such a great devotee. So it said in a previous life, he was born in a Brahmin family, and somehow he developed attraction for one lady of not so good character, prostitute. So Prahlada Maharaj was so much attached to her. One day, when he came to her, he had no money left. All his bank balance was emptied. And therefore, because he had no money, she rejected him. So Prahlada was so broken-hearted, so depressed, that he went to the forest and all day, weeping and weeping, without eating, without drinking, or without sleeping, he spent 24 hours. So it just so happened that that day was Nrsinga Caturdasi. And by the security of fasting, even by accident, on this day, the next life, he got so much security, he got the chance to hear from Narad in the womb for 60,000 years and was born Prahlada Maharaj. So many teachings in this. Saraswati Thakur himself heard this Prahlada Charitra 108 times. So you can imagine how valuable it is. So all Vaishnavas, including the Ekantic devotees of Radha and Krishna, we also fast on the appearance of Nrsingadev. When one may will say, Radha Krishna Pranamo Jugala Kishore Jivana Maranagati Aranahimo. Our goal is Radha Krishna. Why should the Gaudiya Sampradaya fast on the appearance of other incarnations like Krishna? Won't then our mind become many-branched? Bhaktivinoda Thakur nicely reconciles, no, we are praying to Bhagavan Nrsingadev. O Prabhu, you are an ocean of mercy. Please remove all my obstacles to me attaining prema, one-pointed prema bhakti, for the seva of Radha and Krishna. So the seva of Nrsingadev is not an obstacle to attaining the seva of Sri Radha Govinda. Therefore, all Sampradaya Vaishnavas on this day will fast. And because today's Nrsingadev is Vishnu Tattva, We also fast from all type of grains, even without drinking water, until Bhagavan's appearance day, which is dusk. So a little bit yesterday, Maharaja was speaking, the introductory means the life and times of Hiranyakasipu. His history as an associate of Bhagavan. Previously, Jaya and Vijaya had been cursed by the 4 Kumaras. Therefore, they appeared in the womb of Diti with their father Kasyap Rishi. When they were born, they were both gigantic, huge, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakasipu. Hiranyaksha was liberated by the lotus hand of Bhagavan Varahadev. Therefore, the surviving brother became very inimical towards Vishnu. Already he was dead against. So he thought how to kill Vishnu. He performed great austerities for 60,000 years with his standing on the tip of his toes with both hands in the air, looking towards the sky, without sleeping, without eating, without drinking. For 60,000 years, his entire body was eaten by insects. Only the bones remained. In Satyuga, as long as inside the bone there was marrow, there was life. Brahmaji was pleased, offered him the benediction. What do you want? He said, I want to become immortal. Then Brahma said, I cannot give you that. Everyone must die in this material world. Take another benediction. So in one breath, he took many, many benedictions. Give me the benediction, I cannot be killed in daytime or nighttime. I cannot be killed on the earth or the sky. I cannot be killed in any 12 months of the year. I cannot be killed inside or outside. I cannot be killed by anything living or dead. I cannot be killed by any weapon. I cannot be killed by anything in the creation. So Brahma smiled. Tatastu. So for those 60,000 years that Hiranyakasipu was performing austerities, then his wife Kayadu, she was that time captured by the demigods. Because Hiranyakasipu was busy with austerities, so the demigods became re-enthusiastic and again captured the universe from the hand of Hiranyakasipu. Then the demigods became afraid. In the seed of this woman, in the womb of this woman is the seed of the great demon. Therefore, a stitch in time saves 9. Better we kill him in the womb, they thought. But Narad Muni came. You cannot kill him. He is protected by the hand of Vishnu. He is a great Mahabhagavat. So Narad Muni took Kayadu to his ashram. And for 60,000 years, Narad Muni spoke Harikatha, and the baby in the womb listened to everything. It may be noted that up to this point, Prahlada never had darshan of Narad. But he had darshan through hearing. This is our main relationship with Gurudev. Hearing Harikatha. That is the transcendental connection between Guru and Dasa. Because eyes may deceive. But ears will not deceive so easily. So just by hearing from Narad, Prahlada was born with pure and perfect devotion. Who can describe the character of Prahlada and who could understand him? Sometimes he would laugh like a madman. Seeing some pastime of Bhagavan, he would laugh. When Bhagavan would disappear, he would weep. When Bhagavan would reappear, then in great happiness he would dance and sing and chant the names. Other time in separation, he appeared like a person haunted by a ghost. Sukadeva Goswami explains. Who could understand the Vaishnavas? Vaishnav Kriya Mudra Vigyana Bhajiya. Even one may be very, very intelligent like Brahma and Shiva. Still he cannot understand the speech, the activities of Mahavaishnava. Hiranyakasipu had 4 sons, of which Prahlada was the youngest, but most qualified. Prahlada, Lad means Ladini, happiness. He's a special manifestation of happiness. And why not? Because Prahlada always absorbed in meditation on Ananda Swarup Bhagavan. Prahlada Maharaj is considered the Acharya of Smaranakya Bhakti. He had the ability to have constant remembrance of Bhagavan. Therefore, the 9 limbs of devotion have one Acharya. Prahlada Maharaj is the Acharya of remembrance of Bhagavan. So, his father had so much affection for him. He sent him to this Sukracharya. His guru was Sukracharya. Sukracharya had 2 sons, Sanda and Amarka. Amarka means blind. Arka means sun, right? Amarka, no light, no knowledge. And Sanda means, Sanda ka kya matlab, Maharaj? Bull. Guru Maharaj said, bull is very expert at eating too much and passing thin stool. Sanda and Amarka. So, and these are experts in karma kand, and smarter logic. They were, according to the materialistic methodology, they were educating Prahlada in all type of materialistic science. Especially king has to be expert in politics, Rajniti and all these things. They were educating Prahlada, but Prahlada never for a moment, even in such unfavorable circumstances, Prahlada Maharaj never forgot the teachings of his Gurudev Narad. Generally this world is full of asuric influence, therefore general person affected by Sangha. But Prahlada Maharaj surrounded by asat Sangha, but never affected by it. That is his glories. So when Prahlada Maharaj came home from school, then with great affection, Hiranyakasipu took him on his lap and asked him, "My son, what's the best thing you learned from your Guru?" Hiranyakasipu thinking, Sandanumaka, the sons of Sukracharya. But Prahlada Maharaj was not thinking these 2 are my Guru. He was thinking of the lotus feet of his Guru Pada Padma, Sri Narad Muni. So he said, what is it? Tat sadhu manye sujavaja dehinam sada sumud vigya asat krihat hidvatma patam grihamanda kutam banam garam hatam harim yad asrayata. Guru Maharaj said Prahlada never disrespected his father, even though there was so much clash, so much difference. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, sometimes our Gurujan, mothers or fathers, grandparents, Gurujan in society may give us some improper instruction at that time how to follow like Prahlada Maharaj. Very humbly, great respect, sorry, cannot do. So Prahlada Maharaj never disrespected his father. Oh, best of the demons. When Prahlada said that, Hiranyakasipu became very happy. Best of the demons. What's the best thing I learned from my Guru? Tad sadhu manya sujavajadahina sada sumad vidyat asat. I learned the materialistic person is always in so much anxiety because they are meditating on what is temporary. Something which is temporary, one day you have to leave it or it has to leave you. Therefore always in tension. If you have a beautiful wife, for example, very nice children, then one is always in fear. What will happen if she dies? What will happen if someone else, what will happen if someone kidnaps my, always in fear. So the best thing to become fearless is give up all attachment. Go to the forest and take complete shelter of Sri Hari. Take complete shelter of Bhagavan. Like Krishna says, Sarva Dharma, give up every Sarva Dharma, Patiteja Mametam, give up everything, take shelter of it. When Hiranyakasipu heard this instruction, he laughed. Because small children say many things. Many times, children especially, they speak something, but maybe they don't understand what they're saying. So in the same way, Hiranyakasipu just laughed. Oh, thus the intelligence of the child is spoiled by the enemy. So he called the 2 sons of Sukracharya. Be very careful. I think some Vaishnavas are coming in disguise and poisoning the mind of this child by speaking Harikatha to him at school. Be extra vigilant in this regard. So Sandanamaka, they took the child, Prahlada to the side. Prahlad, what deviant philosophy you are speaking about our enemy Vishnu? We have not taught you this. Then Prahlad, remembering Bhagavan, he said, oh, I am now hearing. I heard from my Guru about the material concept of friend and enemy. Who is friend and who is enemy? Actually, we should be samadrishti, equal to everyone. But Bhagavan's Maya makes us think this person is my well-wisher, this is my enemy, I give pranam to Bhagavan Vishnu. Then the two, son and Naraka, became very angry. This deviant philosophy, where does it come from? Where is this child who is like a thorn tree born in the forest of the sandalwood trees of the demons? This Vishnu is like an axe, and the dynasty of the demons were like sandalwood trees. Axe needs a handle, and very strong handle is the wood which comes from the bakul, the thorn tree. So Vishnu is the axe, and this boy is the handle of the axe, and together they will cut down us sandalwood like demons. Bring a stick. There are 4 methods of changing someone's mind. It's 4 methods of controlling someone. Sam, dan, dund, bed. Glorifying them, offering some bribe. No, that doesn't make bed. He is good. He is not good. I am good. Come with me. They are not good. And if the 3 methods of diplomacy don't work, then danda, punishment is there. Bring a stick. This child can only be rectified in one way. Where you learn from this? He said, all I can say, my mind is like a magnet and Vishnu is like, my mind is like iron and Vishnu is like a magnet. My mind is automatically attracted to his lotus feet. So Sananamaka in many ways threatened him, punished him, chastised him. Don't speak such things again, forget this, all things. Again they took him to school after some time of indoctrination, thinking now the boy, his mental aberration is cleared. We gave him nice treatment. Again he came back to Hiranyakasipu, this time sitting on the lap. Hiranyakasipu wept. Okay, Shama translate wait. He wept tears, smelling the head of his son with so much affection. Saraswati Thakur said, in this world everyone will have affection for us until we speak about the Seva of Bhagavan, the Seva of Hari Guru. And then people become inimical to us. Because everyone wants all Seva should come to me. Nobody wants the Seva to go to Bhagavan. No? So Hiranyakasipu had so much affection for Prahlad until he became a Vaishnav. Therefore he said, oh my son, what's the best thing you learned? Again, Prahlad Maharaj, without fear. Hiranyakasipu was so powerful, he controlled the whole universe. So powerful, so influential. But Prahlad Maharaj was without fear. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atman, Vedanam, Atipum Sapita Vishnu, Bhaktis Channavalakshtam, Kriti Bhagadyata, Manite Atata Uttam. Oh Father, the best, what I learned is one should take shelter of the 2 Vishnus, Vishnu, Ashray Vishnu, Ashray Bhagavan Gurudev. Under the guidance of Ashray Bhagavan Gurudev, one should serve beside Bhagavan, the enjoyer Sri Krishna. One who serves Krishna under the guidance of Gurudev by performing Navavidha Bhakti, hearing, chanting, remembering, offering prayers, archan, serving the lotus feet of Krishna, becoming the friend of Krishna, offering everything to Krishna. This is perfect knowledge. Hiranyakasipu became very angry, very furious. You call this knowledge? I have not heard this type of knowledge from my gurus. I have also done many instructions. I have taken many instructions from my spiritual masters, but they have not told me this. Then Prahlad said, problem is, your gurus are blind. And you are also blind because taking bad instruction from them. The blind follows a blind, both fall into the hole. Natu vidu swata katam hi Vishnu, Dudo Sayadya Bhirata Maninas Adanta Gobiya Visitam Mishran Puna Punas Chavita Chavananam Andaya Tande Paniyamana Tapesi Banda Uridamna Bandanaha. Your Guru is blind, strongly bound by the three ropes of nature, Sattva, Raja, Tama. Even though you're gurus and you also read so much Shastra, because you are opposed to Vishnu, you can never take the real meaning of the scriptures. Therefore some Bhairata, some external meaning you always take. Like Gurudev's words. Who will understand Gurudev's words? Only someone who has bhakti. If someone has no bhakti, how they'll properly understand the instructions of the scriptures or the statements of Hari Guru Vaishnava? That is not possible. Because of having no devotion, you always take some external meanings. Matina Krishna Parato Svatova Mito Abhipadite Griha Bratanam. Because you have taken a very strong resolution, I must enjoy this world. Your inclination towards Krishna is not awoken by your own efforts, by the efforts of others, or combination of both. So Prahlada Maharaj gives very, very many nice instructions. No, oh Father, until that time you not take the foot dust of an Iskinchan Vaishnava on your head. You cannot become free from anatta, and your love for Krishna cannot awaken. So Hiranyakasipu, first time he not became angry, but this time he became very angry. So angry, he wanted to kill Prahlada Maharaj. Therefore, many ways he tried to kill him, by feeding him poison, by putting him in the midst of many, many snakes, having him thrown off mountains, having him boiled in oil. Hiranyakasipu's own sister Holika tried to burn him in fire. Many, many ways, by weapons, many ways they tried to kill him. But Prahlada Maharaj, by remembrance of Bhagavan, nothing happened to him. Always protected, always saved. Hiranyakasipu became full of fear. It seems this child's potency is unlimited. And definitely because of my mistreatment of him, definitely I will die a very bad death. Hiranyakasipu will also become full of anxiety. So Sandanamaka, they came, oh Maharaj, don't be worried. Guru Maharaj would say, he's like a green bamboo. Like Didi was saying, in very young age, if someone comes to bhakti and get a chance for sadhusang, Bhagavat, they can become good, because green bamboo you can make any shape. But old bamboo, dry bamboo, your little bend, it breaks. So this Prahlada is very young. Don't give up on him. We will take him back to school. We will purify him. In this way, Sandanamaka took him back to school, and all demons' children were there playing. Prahlada was so ideal student. Sandanamaka made him head of school, like school, what you call prefect. Oh Prahlada, we have some business. Continue the education. As soon as Sandanamaka left, then all children began to play and be naughty. As they say, when the cat is away in my school play, all children began playing football, cricket. Then Prahlada called them all. All sons of demon, come, I have some nice instruction for you. Komanam acharat pragyo dharmam bhagavatamiha. So many nice instructions Prahlada Maharaj gave. Just 2-3 minutes. This Prahlada Maharaj is like an instruction, a very wonderful instruction. If you read, I think maybe there is no place in Bhagavatam which so much punch the materialistic conception like the instructions of Prahlada Maharaj. How much he speaks against the materialist, his mind always absorbed in thoughts of wife and children and wealth. At the time of death, how can he remember Bhagavan? So many beautiful instructions he gives. But Guru Maharaj would say, in essence, the children said, we will play later, in old age we will do bhajan. Prahlada Maharaj said, no, don't think like that. In old age, already eyes are going weak. What? We cannot hear. in old age senses cannot do bhajan because cannot see, cannot digest, cannot walk, cannot hear. So how long we have to live? No. The materialist sleeps so much, more than 8 hours a day, so half his life, especially in old age, they sleep so much. In young age, babies sleep so much. So half of life is lost by sleep. 10 years is lost in babyhood, childhood. 10 years is lost in school. 20 years is lost in old age. In old age, cannot do anything, no parikram, no seva. So how long we have to live really? Yamuna, how long we have? 50 minus 20 minus 20, how many? 10 years. Guru Maharaj said in those 10 years, what? You're going to get a job, you're going to get a business, you're going to educate your children. Where's the time left for bhajan? So one should do bhajan now. Prahlad, what is bhajan? So Guru Susru Sabra Labdha Cha. One should come to bona fide Guru and offer everything one has, especially one's independence. One should offer to Guru. Gurudev will teach us how to associate with Vaishnavas, and in the association of Vaishnavas you will learn how to perform Shravana and Kirtan of Vishnu. In this, Prahlad Maharaj gave very nice instruction. And what happened after the disappearance of Hiranyakasipu, we will not speak now because we have to wait till the evening for that. So this Katha is very powerful, this day is very powerful. We have many obstacles. Sleep in Katha, sleep in japa, lust, greed, anger, envious, our own past karma, swabhav, pushing us. Many obstacles we have in ourselves. The environment also, so many obstacles. This is the world of Maya. Everyone is unfavorable to the seva of Bhagavan. So we're like a small fish surrounded by an ocean full of sharks. I mean, so many obstacles. Who will save us from our own obstacles, as well as the obstacles given by others? That is only Bhagavan. Narasimha Guru Maharaj would say he's that specific incarnation to remove the obstacles of the devotees. Just if I may say one thing, then I'll finish. My life, I have no miracles, but this is one miracle. A few years ago, one in Mexico, someone's child, one not direct devotee, but like relative of devotee, their child was kidnapped by what they call the narcos, the mafia. And they said, give us $200,000 or we finish the child. You have one day. Right? So they rang me what to do, and I couldn't think of anything to do, what to do. So we just said, Bhagavan controls everything. No one can do anything without the will of Bhagavan. Not a blade of grass moves. So all families should just stay awake all night and just pray to Narasimha. Nothing else to do. No? Because even you give the money, they still kill the person. No? Because witness. So all the family, even they were not devotees, they all stayed up and did something for Narasimha all night. No? And morning time, they released the child completely unharmed, no ransom, nothing. That is like completely impossible. I remember even, we are meant to have some faith in Bhagavan, but even I was shocked. How kind is Bhagavan? How kind is Narasimha? Really? He is there. Bhagavan is, Narasimha is not some stone or just some imagination. He really exists. So this day we little suffer because hard we try and do something for him. Guru Maharaj would say, butter you hold in the hand, butter melts. But Bhagavan, more kind and more soft than butter. So today we'll definitely suffer because no eating and no drinking. But Bhagavan is watching, definitely He will give us His mercy. But we should be careful what we pray for. So Radha Krishna Pranamo Jugala Kisho Jivanamara Nagati Aranahimo. So Bhagavan Narasimha ki jai. Bhakti Baba Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Go Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol.